Mm-hmm.
as far as all the resources and stuff that you need. A spouse of a military service member doesn't always know that those services are available to him or her as
Uh-huh.
well.
Uh-huh.
And a service member who is, a domestic abuser, consistent, whether it be the many different routes that we've seen in our readings and talked about in the discussions, they could try to. What we would say is they would try to block or shelter them from the knowledge of knowing where they could go and knowing about these outs. And that was something that I actually ran into a lot of the time is the service member would, generally speaking, the service member was the subject in the investigation. It wasn't normally the spouse. Um, and that service member they'd be like, oh, I know, I'm going to go to this person. I'm going to go to this person. I'm going to go to this person. And then I would have the conversation with the significant other, and they'd be like, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. Like, they've never told me about like, I come home I'm home every day. I'm with our daughter. I'm with our son, and like I just do things here because I don't need to work because he's making money. We have the house, and I just take care of the kid. Like I don't really get out. Like if we go anywhere, we're both going together. I don't even go to the grocery store alone. Like I don't know half of the base. Like I don't know.
Wow.
And a base is a small community. I mean, it is everything that you don't need to leave the installation. Healthcare, food.
Everything.
We had a Texas Roadhouse on the base in Washington. I mean, like you could have a Friday night date night. I mean, you could do anything that you wanted to. And a lot of these people were like, I don't know where like anything is. Like if we go off base, like he's driving, we come in through the base, we go home, and then like that's it. And
Mm.
sometimes it's not always that extreme, but I have seen it where it's been that extreme.
Mhm.
And they just don't know. And then this situation happens and they feel like their entire world is turned upside down. They thought everything was fine in this relationship. Maybe there were little cues that you don't necessarily notice over the course of 6 months or a year or even less or more that have allowed this cycle of violence to continue
Mhm.
and aggravate,
Uh-huh.
and then all of a sudden it happens and they're like,
Yes.
I am also in a state 3,000 miles away from home, and I don't know anyone here. I don't know where anything is. I don't know
No
what to do.
support.
I'm trapped.
Mm-hmm. No
So that was
family
my job.
support, right? Interesting. Very interesting.